Mentioned rain is the forecast this weekend, so it might be a good time to check out a new movie. So we've got Michael Cook with us to review two of those: United States versus Billie Holiday and Nomadland. Did I say that last one right?
You did, sure did.
All right, let's start with the first one.
Let's talk about the United States versus Billie Holiday. This is a new movie premiering today on Hulu. It's the story of legendary jazz singer Billie Holiday. It covers about a 15-year period of her life, right around 1947 to late 1950s. The story centers around, at the time of the story, she is a megastar, but she sings a song that the federal government just hates. Was called Strange Fruit, and that song is about a lynching, and the federal government at the time did not want her singing it. This story in part tells the tale of how the government tried to get her to stop singing that song. All the while, Billie Holiday's personal life can be at times an utter mess. She's unfortunately addicted to heroin. She is with men who do just treat her downright terribly, and at the same time is being pursued by federal agents who are trying to bust her and put her in prison because they, frankly, I know it sounds weird to say, they don't like jazz, which to modern ears doesn't sound realistic, but they don't like jazz, and they don't like her seemingly fighting for civil rights. This is from director Lee Daniels, who directed Precious and The Butler. Andra Day plays Billie Holiday, who had the 2015 song Rise Up. Here, I thought she did a fantastic job as Billie Holiday. You really believe it's her. Her voice sounds very similar to Billie Holiday's, and she does a great performance. Sadly, while it's a great performance, the script and the rest of the movie is clunky and unfocused. At times, it just sort of traffics in a cliched script, and it just very disappointing on how this important artist is deserved by this film that does not live up to her real life talents. I had been looking forward to this film for a while because I'm a Lee Daniels fan, the director. I think he's one of the country's best. But this movie just didn't quite work. It had a fine supporting cast like Rob Morgan and Natasha Lyonne and others, but they were not fully used, and subplots were covered and then disappeared. I was disappointed in this movie. It is available on Hulu, as I mentioned. I give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, wow. 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
okay.
Sadly. If you like Billie Holiday, watch the 1972 film Lady Sings the Blues with Dinah Ross. That's the one to watch.
All right.
Now, the next movie is called Nomadland. This stars Frances McDormand. In this movie, it's set around 2012. She plays a woman who was from a mining town in Nevada, and that the town went belly up because they were no longer drilling for it. She's a widow, and she travels the country in her van, taking seasonal work. Like she will work in an Amazon facility, packaging and so on, or she'll clean toilets at rest stops, all the while living out of her van. This movie follows her. It's a bit of a character study, and Frances McDormand is just absolutely fantastic in this movie. With just one look, she can tell a whole story, and you know exactly what she is trying to say. It's also, there's themes of the economic devastation of the from 2008 that were causing people to live in their vans. There was people in their 50s and 60s who just didn't have enough money to survive. But Frances McDormand, as you'll see in the film, her character really does choose this life, and she does choose to build up a community of friends with people that she meets along the way in this beautiful country of out there in the West. Other performances: David Strathairn plays a man who tries to court her, and they kind of have a little bit of a romance as she meets other people along the way. This movie, I think, she is going to get an Oscar nomination. There's no doubt.
Wow.
And this movie, Nomadland, will also receive an Oscar nomination for Best Picture. Some people may think it's a bit slow. I thoroughly love this film, though, and I give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow, a 9 out of 10. All right, so you've got some choices. Now, what was the other version you said that you would prefer people to see over the first one? You said the 1970s.
Lady Sings the Blues with Diana Ross and Billy D. Williams. So
all right.
if you like Billy, that's the one.
All right. Well, thank you, Michael Cook, for talking us through those two reviews. Again, make sure to check those out. Thank you again, Michael.